Hello everyone, this is Annie from formerly known as Life's Classroom, now is called Eagle Eyes, and I'm just kind of playing with this new title because no one knows about my channel and my videos, and it's been really difficult for me to stay positive and to keep momentum. But I've read that you have to keep doing videos and you have to keep doing videos regularly and make sure that you have quality, something of quality, and make sure you're staying true to yourself and your passion, what your channel and videos are about. So, although it's been difficult because no one knows about my channel and my videos, I still try to stay true to myself and while at the same time learning more about social media and all of this stuff that I'm very unfamiliar with and is very new to me. So today I would like to send anyone who's tuning into my channel and listening today, and my message to you is do your best, although it's very difficult, do your best to be your true and authentic self. And I believe that I've tried to be this most of my life, I can say, when I became more conscious of, my authentic self. Not necessarily always being 100% myself, but of course getting influenced by friends or environment, family, etc. But I've always had this intuitive, sixth sense, inner being that says, let me just kind of take the road less traveled. And I know it's not popular, but like I never wanted to get married, for example, because I've always seen so many examples of people that are just fighting, or like, for example, just people in my own family, or looking at all the talk shows about people who have bad relationships, and it just seems like everywhere there's just negativity about marriage and bad relationships. So I never wanted, ever since I was like a teenager, I never wanted to get married because I always thought that it was, I didn't want to marry someone because it's just tradition, and it seemed like people didn't really love each other. They're just doing it for traditional reasons, and that's good to get married for traditional reasons and wanting to find the love of your life or to marry for love, and the combination of having, a decent income and all of the above. But it should be prioritized for the right reason, and it shouldn't just be because you're a certain age, or you have to do it for because they say, because your family says it's time to. It has to be basically an all well-rounded decision. And so the older I got and the more evolved I've come to realize that marriage can still be an option for me. I just never wanted to do it because I didn't really see anybody who was really in love. And it seems like everyone's really more in hate that are married. And so that's one of the ways I thought that, I had some insights about wanting to be myself and not just feeling like I had to be obligated to get married and fall into a trap and then maybe have a loveless marriage, or I might be angry at a child because I'm not, in love with their father, or there's just a dysfunctional relationship. But I think everybody gets the point. So, not only that, you know, get expectations of who you should be dating or not, having a boyfriend, not having a boyfriend, being too young, not being able to be in love, authentically in love with someone because you're supposed to just not be dating, but just, find someone, get married, have a settled life and a marriage. And so I don't know what culture you grew up in, or your family expectations or tradition, but within my family, my culture, it's just, you just find someone decent. Income has a lot to do with it, religion. So there's a lot involved. And, you know, I never really expressed most of this or none of this to anyone. I just kind of like, went about doing my own thing the best I could without really expressing it to others because uh, I just didn't want to like argue about being my authentic self or argue about having a different point of view when people are not really open to that. So I guess I've tried to be my authentic self, but I've still tried to fit into other people's expectations. I've worked in corporate America as well, and find that there is also a lot of tension and having to be very strictly um, kind of like you can't really not wanting to be very different, but just feeling like you don't know what to say, or maybe you might say the wrong thing or do the wrong thing, that kind of thing. So, excuse me, I have allergies, and so my throat and my nose, and so my voice is sounding maybe a little bit, you know, not so clear. So, I just I'm hoping that this message gets through to someone very soon. Hopefully, someone, you know, taps on that button and on my the title of a video somehow during a search on Google or YouTube or something, find my video. But I'm hoping that my channel gets found, my videos get found, because I think I have something to contribute. I know there's many people who have a lot to contribute, and I just want to be one of those people that has authentic, authenticity in my videos and my channel, what I represent, the messages, the image, everything about my channel and what I'd like to say. First and foremost, my own experience, what I've learned, what I see around me, and basically the truth, and just wanting to share that, and whatever it is that I can contribute to society in a positive way. Now, I do understand that there's a lot of exceptions out there. If you work in the corporate world, if you work in a place where, you kind of just have to kind of go with the flow, be a part of the culture, and that's fine. If it's a positive thing, if it's not so stifling like you're in a bottle and there's no air, because I think there should be a balance even in the workplace, corporate, not corporate, any kind of workplace, there should be a balance of being, having some freedom of expression, but at the same time being professional, being courteous, being kind to everybody, being professional to anyone, respecting yourself, respecting others, and still have a sense of yourself. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But I think being your authentic self is leading with your heart and leading with your brain, and having wisdom, having your life experience teaching you the right way to go, and continuing to be enriched with knowledge and cultural experiences and differences, different people, different experience, different ideas, and gathering information and sifting out everything and knowing what's best for you or your husband or your family, or if you're married and you have children. So being your authentic self doesn't mean just being specifically this one person in a box, or getting older, being stuck in your way, or being young and stuck in your way. It means still being enriched and educated and learned, and knowing what financial success really means, knowing how to gain financial success and the right way, getting the right knowledge, going beyond traditional classrooms and going beyond the traditional education in college and even higher education, where from my personal experience and a lot of stories I've heard from others who do have higher education and different backgrounds of people, who once they've experienced the real world of business, of money, of different kinds of experiences of what it really means to really learn. Um, Traditional college and education doesn't really prepare us for what we really need to do to survive in the real world and living as adults. So being enriched with culture, with further education, is also part of being your authentic self, because once you are enriched with other cultures, higher education, learning the facts of the real facts about money and how to be financially free and independent and secure, that is also part of having being your authentic self, and getting all the information you can, so you can really and truly make choices for yourself or your family. So just my message to you today is, don't get caught up, don't get trapped in some kind of other people's game of who you should be, what you should be. You know, we're not puppets. None of us are puppets. You're not a puppet. I'm not a puppet. No one's a puppet. So try to be, you know, as learned, as as loving, to get along, to go along, but at the same time staying true to who you are. And so that's my message to you today. None of us are puppets, and every day we should strive to be better than we were yesterday, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, your health, your body, in every single way. So, my message to you again is, try to be your authentic self, and you'll be much happier, healthier, more fulfilled. And believe it or not, being authentic, you can be a lot more well rounded. So, you'll be happier, healthier, more well rounded. And in the long run, it will be much richer and more beneficial thing for you or your family, for that matter. You'll be a better person to contribute to family, to friends, to society, and you'll be a better be able to give of yourself once you are your authentic self and being more enriched. So whoever is listening and tuning in to Eagle Eyes today, this is Annie. I thank you so much. Peace, love, and joy to you all. Thanks again. This is Annie from Eagle Eyes. Until next time. If this message has in any way been helpful to you, enlightening to you, eye-opening, if you already are aware of this message, you're definitely on the right road. So, like this video, share this video, subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it. And I would like to continue to do my authentic work and share it with all of you who appreciate this channel and appreciate my message. Thanks again. This is Annie from Eagle Eyes. Until next time.